My name is Crystal and we're going to be doing a recovery sequence today. The equipment that you will need is a mat or somewhere comfortable that you can lie or sit, and you might need a block. I always like to have a block handy just in case I need some support through any of my mobility work. We're going to be starting on our right side with our shoulders and our hips stacked. Okay, so we'll have our legs extended, and my shoulders are stacked and my hips are stacked, and that top leg is going to come up. So if you know that your rotation through your shoulders is tight, or through your upper back is tight, I want you to grab that block, put it underneath your knee. If you're new to twisting, grab that block, put it underneath your knee. We want to kind of mute the lumbar spine. We don't want to get any of this rotation through the lumbar spine, and so it's always good to have this handy. We're going to start with a nice big inhale. We reach across, so our shoulders are stacked. And as we exhale, we're going to open up, look over the shoulder. Boom. Then we're going to inhale, come back across. Exhale, open up. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, come across. And we're trying to have all that rotation go through our cervical spine and then our thoracic spine. And we kind of keep that lumbar spine out of this equation. Last one. Okay, we're just gonna hang out here. So nice big inhale into that twisted belly. And as you exhale, allowing the shoulder and the chest to kind of melt closer towards the floor. And just make sure you're aware of what this hip is doing. It might feel really nice to kind of let that hip rotate, but try as much as possible to keep it in that original place, stacked on top of the other hip. Okay, you might feel an opening through the chest, you might feel it through the upper back. I just want you to continue to breathe. And allow that shoulder to drop down. Inhale, you're going to come back and we're going to flip over to the other side. Okay, so again we start with those hips and shoulders stacked, and we'll bring the top knee comes up, and I want it to be kind of in line with your belly button. Then we start with a nice big inhale, we reach across, our shoulders are stacked. And as we exhale, we look over our shoulder and open up. Inhale, come back across. And exhale, open. Okay, and again, we're trying to have that rotation is focused through the upper back and not through the hips. We want to see if we can keep those hips stacked. We've got 3 more rotations. Inhale, come across, and exhale, open up. Let's do that one more time. And then we just hang out here. So taking a nice big inhale. As you exhale, allowing the chest and the shoulder and the upper back to kind of wring itself out. just watch this shoulder, that the armpit is staying nice and open. Sometimes people will do this stretch and their shoulder kind of closes off like this because their chest and their pecs are really tight. So try to keep that shoulder externally rotated and opened up. I've got my hand on my belly so that I can focus on my breath. Okay, on the next inhale, we're going to rotate back. And then we're going to come to a lying position. So on our backs. And we're going to move into an internal hip rotator stretch. So the best way to get into that is you're going to walk your right foot out so that it's outside of your mat if you do have a mat. And then you're going to hook your left ankle over top of the knee. And what you're going to do is let that knee drop down so that it's in line with the hip. So just watch that you're not dropping it down over here. Okay, drop it down. Okay, and if your hips can't make it, if your knees can't make it all the way to the floor and it feels like you're kind of suspended, you can grab that block and put it underneath you so that you feel supported, because this sometimes can feel like a pretty intense stretch. We're just going to hang out there and kind of just let this area open up. There we go. That feels better. So on the next inhale to come out of this, we're just going to unhook the left leg and really gentle, bringing the right leg back in. Okay, have that block handy for the other side. And we're going to start by walking that left foot out a little bit. Hook the right foot on the left knee, and then you're going to drop that knee down so that it goes straight down from the hip. Okay, and again, use your block to support you. So you might have it on this leg. The last time I slid it underneath this leg to support it. I slid it underneath the leg that was being stretched. attention to the breath. Just checking in to make sure that you're not going too deep too quickly. The breath is a really great guide for that. So if you're finding it hard to breathe with ease, you might need to back off, or you might need a little bit of support. Okay, so on the next inhale, we're going to transition out really gentle. Release the knee first. And there's no rush. And then bringing that guy back in. Okay. I'm just going to put this block off to the side. We're going to move into one of my favorite poses. So you're going to extend your legs and you're going to reach your arms up overhead. So that's step one. And then we're going to walk the feet over to the right side. And you'll notice that I keep my hips flat on the ground, that I'm not lifting and rotating my hips. Then I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to walk them over to the right side. And same thing, I keep my chest nice and flat. Okay, and what I'm trying to do is lengthen out the left side of my body. And then really gentle, we're just going to start to observe the body. So as we inhale and exhale, just noticing the natural movement of the belly. And just observing what you're noticing in the body. So maybe you feel the hip, maybe you're feeling it in the shoulder. And as you feel those different sensations, just really gentle, breathing into them. And just see if they can soften as you exhale. next inhale, we're really gentle, going to start by releasing the shoulders, coming back to center, and then the legs. Okay, and then we're going to head over to the other side. So arms are extended, walking the feet over. Again, keeping those hips flat on the ground. And then you're going to walk the shoulders over. And again, we're lengthening the right side of the body as we walk our feet and hands over to the left side. So we're kind of making a little banana shape or crescent moon. And then from here, we're going to tap into that breath. And just notice what's happening in the body. Maybe you feel some lengthening in the shoulders or the ribs. Just see if you can breathe into that. And as you exhale, create some softness. Just bringing the attention back to the breath, just in case it's wandered off a little bit. Just being here with the body, noticing it, acknowledging it. Just seeing if you can bring some softness into those areas that are feeling restricted or tight. On the next inhale, really gentle, we're going to release the arms first, and then the legs. And we're just going to hang out here in Shavasana. So all that means is just allowing your legs to be extended and the toes flap out to the sides. You can bring your hands by your sides in like an A position with your palms facing up towards the ceiling. And just take a moment to walk your shoulder blades down, away from your ears. Make any adjustments necessary, and we're just gonna allow our body to soak up all that really good mobilizing that we just did. So taking a couple deep breaths. You can gently close your eyes if they're not already. With each exhale, just noticing the weight of the body. Getting familiar with the contact points of the heels and the calves, the knuckles and the forearms. And you can feel your hips and maybe your upper back and the back of your head all in contact with the floor. And just notice as you exhale, you sink into the floor. Allowing the body to be fully supported. And just allowing yourself to relax and be here. On the next inhale, really gentle, let's just wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Taking a nice big inhale into the belly. On the next inhale, let's reach the arms up and point the toes. And then exhale, relax for a moment. One more nice big stretch. And exhale, relax. I'll get you to roll over onto the right side, fetal position. Just pause here for a moment. It's always a good opportunity just to acknowledge your body, have a little bit of gratitude for it, and also thanking yourself for taking this time to care for your body. When you feel ready, you can use your left hand to press you up to a seated position. And that is our recovery sequence for today. Thank you for joining the movement.